Hello and welcome to my 7th episode of my playthrough of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PC. Last time we ended right here when we are supposed to sneak around Filch and give the Hagrid's dragon Norbert to
What's going on? Who was that? Someone's got past me.
Ron's brother Bill. Or sorry, not Bill, but Charlie. Here we have to be careful, as you can see that the Filch hasn't noticed us because he's guarding the corridors. I always found funny how he always managed to find the secret passage that will move him to the next section. As we will go here, he will already be waiting for us very quickly like this. As I mentioned in the previous episode, this is probably my favorite passage in this game. I remember playing it through my childhood several times. It is a really funny segment when you have to move through all these bookcases. Okay, so now we have to wait until the Filch goes away. Now we can move. And another convenient passage that will move him to the next part. Okay, grab the save point. Filch will already be waiting for us here. Right, I don't see him, but he is here. Oh, that was close. Okay, I will move closer. Oh, I hear him running.
Intruder!
Okay. Then through this door. But we have to actually wait because he will get here checking it out. Yes, here he is.
Intruder! Intruder! In the forbidden corridor!
It's now we should be able to jump down. This
now,
part,
how can I get up there?
This part of the story was actually never in the movie. It was only in the book, and in these games, I think it was only this game and then the PlayStation 1 version, but I might be mistaken. Which I always liked about at least the first 3 PC games, or maybe only the first 2, that they included several things from the books. For example, in the Chamber of Secrets for PlayStation 2, or sorry, for PlayStation 1, they also included Sir Nearly Headless Nick's Headless Day. Oh, no, it was his birthday party, or Death Day party. But he invited the Headless Hunt, and I remember that he wanted to ask Harry to say that he is scary so he can get on the Headless Hunt, but then they just laugh at him. Okay, so when we will go through here. Also, there were some book mentions in the Order of the Phoenix game, but there weren't any book segments, like gameplay segments from books, but there were several mentions about the story from the book. I remember that there were, for example, that Ron was a Quidditch keeper, You never actually saw him be the Quidditch keeper, but you never saw him being the Quidditch keeper, but they were at least talking about it. Also, another mention would be for the Chamber of Secret on the PS2, where they denomed the garden as in the books, and I also think it was like this in the Chamber of Secrets for PS1. But actually for the PC version, I think there weren't even mention about Ron's house or the story about that. I think they just rescue him by the car and then it just cuts directly to the Diagon Alley where they meet Lockhart, and the first gameplay in that game I think is when you have to save from the Whomping Willow. So the game actually starts at Hogwarts, like this one. Another very convenient hidden passage here for a Filch. So where should we go now? Down here and use Lumos. Yes, so there is a lot of platforming in this level and also a lot of avoiding. You have to avoid at first only Mr. Filch, but then you also have to avoid his cat. I always thought this was a very well made level, but in the second game, in the Chamber of Secrets, I think everything from this game was very refined and improved. It's actually one of my most favorite Harry Potter games. Which is to say, this one would be probably the second favorite. And also, the Chamber of Secret for PC would share for me the first place with The Prisoner of Azkaban for PlayStation 2, not the PC version. Here, if you actually fall down, I think there should be a visiting card here. Yes. Okay, can I grab it? Okay, so far we haven't missed anything, hopefully at least. But we will check the card by the end of the episode, and now because we collected the card we have to start jumping from the beginning. But that's not an issue. I also... Oh, how did I not make that jump? Okay, so once again, jumping here. I think this is the fourth time we are jumping in this room. But as I wanted to say, I think we are nearing the end very closely. I think after this episode there would be maybe Quidditch match, I'm not sure. But then we would move to the finale of the game, meeting or going for the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you are from. So we won't be learning even any new spells. I think the Lumos spell was the last one. I was sure this painting looked again very suspicious. And it was behind the painting was some beans. Okay, we are moving very quickly through this. I think we are around in half of the level maybe. I'm not sure. So here we will get around Filch. We will get the dragon to the tower. And after that, I think we will also have to avoid Mrs. Norris.
Do you think I'm blind? I'm not letting anyone into that tower tonight.
Okay. So we obviously can't get there, but here we have to make it look like... Ah, okay, so the cutscene have to go first.
Peeves, you'll be banished for this.
That could come in handy if I have to distract Filch along the way.
Yeah, so as Harry said, we need to destroy the vases, so it will distract Filch. As you will think it's thieves. Which is another nice thing that thieves is in this game. It's another thing that was missing from movies, and it's a great addition, I would say.
Ron's brother Charlie had arranged to collect the dragon from the tower and return him to Romania.
Okay, so the dragon is handed over to Charlie and he will go to Romania, where they breed other dragons. Now we just have to wait once Filch leaves. And here we have Mrs. Norris, so we will also have to avoid her.
I could have sworn I heard footsteps in here, but... yeah, blah. Let's check the library, my sweet.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go through the library, which Filch is guarding with Mrs. Norris. Here we have them. And they suddenly disappear.
Aha! I've heard you for sure this time. Quick, Mrs. Norris. You keep watch from above. You'll not get past me now, you rotten little gutter snipes.
Okay, so Filch is guarding on the ground and his cat is guarding the shelves. Of course, we will have to also go through the shelves. Hopefully I can quickly jump through here. Okay, that was quick. But now we will get down. Here.
Intruder!
Of course, another very convenient hidden passage. So I suppose he will be already waiting somewhere around here. Yes, okay. So I have to wait. Okay, not too long. Now I can go. And up here.
Hello again, Harry. How's the bean collecting? Fred and George are up to their usual tricks, I presume? I heard about your Quidditch victory. Yes, well done, Harry. On to the cuppy, what?
And here we have Nearly Headless Nick. We were just talking about him a few minutes ago. Funny that he can see through our invisibility cloak, which should be, of course, impenetrable. Even Death couldn't see through it. But Nearly Headless Nick, of course, can. He can guide us to safety. Here, we don't have to avoid anything. We just can't fall down. I don't know what would actually happen if we fell. Do we have to go back, or would we be
What's
instantly
going on?
caught?
Who was that? Someone's got past me.
Okay. But I will grab the beans. I will do that one jump more to grab that one bean.
Come out, wherever
Still
you
no
are.
Mrs. Norris here. Okay. Also in the talking about beans, here we have plenty of beans and we have no use for them. We just exchange for the cards with Fred and George, and we have excess of beans. But in the second games there's actually a trading system with beans where you can buy cards or actually a Quidditch equipment and potion ingredients. You can collect much more beans and then exchange them for these items.
Wow.
And Harry actually opened his mouth in the second game, not like this one.
Reflected in the mirror of Erised were Harry's parents, James and Lily Potter. Harry stared hungrily back as though hoping to fall right through the glass and reach them. He was startled when a voice sounded behind him. Harry turned slowly about. So you, like hundreds before you, have discovered the delights of the mirror of Erised, said Professor Dumbledore. He went on to explain that the mirror showed nothing more or nothing less than the deepest, most desperate desire of our hearts, but that it would give neither knowledge nor truth. The mirror of Erised will be moved to a new home shortly, Dumbledore went on, adding ominously that if Harry ever came across it again, he would be prepared. But prepared for what? Thought Harry.
Filthy whelps gave us the slip, Mrs. Norris. I've locked the only door out of here for the sake of me nerves. Stay here and watch the library for a bit, my dear.
Shame that Dumbledore couldn't escort us back to the Gryffindor common room. But it doesn't matter, we will get there on our own, and we can actually use one of those convenient secret passages, which is great. When I was a kid, I always felt great using this passage, because the Filch used it several times before several other passages, so at least I get to use at least one. I think we should be soon at the end. And I think by end of this level we will also meet with Fred and George, so we can exchange another card. Or I would say beans for a card, actually.
Only way out of this room is past that gate. It makes an awful racket. You take that side of the room, and I'll take this one. We'll catch them, Mrs. Norris. Intruder! What's that?
Okay, so now we have to go past Filch. I will of course make all these jumps, right, Harry? Okay, so I will make all these jumps to grab that one bean. Then we can go down. So here's Mrs. Norris, so we will jump around her. We will open the doors by putting the Wingardium Leviosa blocks on these platforms. Now I have to wait until Mrs. Norris leaves. Okay, we should be able to go now. One other block, and there are also 2 other in the back, so 4 in total. Filch will arrive.
Come out, wherever you are.
Okay, we have to wait for a bit. I walk very slowly. Okay, now it's my chance to just run through here. Okay, perfect. That's 1/2 of the door done. Oh, I forgot. That was close. Oh, if she could just leave already so we can go for that last block. Okay. Isn't something here maybe? No. Yeah, we are good to go here. Okay, that was a glitch. At least the... Okay, so... It looks like the game glitched out. Yes, it's not doing anything. So... It doesn't matter. I will cut it right here and I will return here and do it myself. Okay, so see you in 1 second. Okay, so I'm back and now Filch is actually backed behind a wall, so he just moves straight forward to the wall and just stay in one place. But hopefully the game won't glitch out this time and it will let us go.
What's that?
Okay, so that looks good.
What's going on? Who was that? Someone's got past me. Thieves, you'll be banished for this.
So now we just need to distract Filch's cat, which we can again do like this, like when we were on the bridge. And we escaped. Thankfully with no glitches this time. It seems Filch is not the only one who knows the secret passages, of course. And in the book, it was also said that probably Fred and George is the only only 2 people that knows the secret passages better than Filch. But that would probably be thanks to the Marauders map, which we will be introduced to in the book and movies, in the 3rd book and movies. But now we can see secret room with beans, which Fred and George have. So we can finally see how many beans they collected.
Hey, Harry.
They don't seem to mind at all that we are here, they're just interested in beans, which we can happily
That's
provide
it.
for
That's all the
visiting
beans
card.
we need. Thanks, Harry. We couldn't have done it without you. Here's a wizard card for you. You've earned it. Thanks, Harry. We really needed these. Remember, you don't know anything about us collecting beans. It'll be our secret, right? Come on, George. We've got work to do.
Okay, so we got one other card. We'll check it right at the end. Who is on this card? All those beans here. Now we will go back to the Gryffindor Tower. I just heard Filch's cat meowing. I don't know from where. And this should be the end of this level, yes.
Hermione, Ron and Harry researched the secret of the Philosopher's Stone. It could produce the elixir of life, a potion that would make anyone immortal. No wonder someone's trying to get it. Anyone would want it, said Harry. Hermione suspected that the package Hagrid had taken from Gringotts contained the Philosopher's Stone. It was the Philosopher's Stone that was down the forbidden corridor, being guarded by whatever it was that had growled at them.
Snape's been acting very suspicious lately. He may be planning to steal the Philosopher's Stone.
But there's no way Snape would try anything while Dumbledore's around.
But Dumbledore left 10 minutes ago for the Ministry of Magic in London.
That must mean that tonight's the night. Let's go!
What about Filch? He's always watching the Forbidden Corridor.
We'll just have to take our chances then.
It looks like Filch is somewhere else tonight. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so I was right. It looks like we are at the end of the game. At least very soon. But that I would leave for the next episode, which would be a final episode of this series. Now what we just have left to do is to check the cards that we collected today. Should be just 2 cards. Hopefully we haven't missed these 2 cards. Maybe they are somewhere around Hogwarts and we can look for them. If I missed 2 cards, like I said, I would probably do at the end of next episode compilation, let's say, of the items that we have missed and where to find them. If there will be more of them, maybe I would do it in a separate video, but probably in the next one. But today we have collected Helga Hufflepuff and Rowena Ravenclaw, so that means we have all 4 of the founders of Hogwarts. But this would be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. If not, leave a dislike. You can also consider subscribing or leaving a comment if you have any feedback. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.